appreciate it.
What the hell, Summer? That's disgusting.
Fucking gross, Summer. Jesus Christ.
I was just joking around.
Rick and Morty is absolutely a show that shouldn't be as loved as it is, but it is. The spoof of cartoons and things like Back to the Future has led to 4 seasons of absolute insanity. From time travel to dimensional takeovers, clones, Pickle Rick, and so much more, the show just doesn't seem to be running out of ideas anytime soon. And with Season 5 on the way, fans are more eager than ever to find out what the titular heroes are up to and how their families are going to survive what's coming. So allow us to show you Rick and Morty Season 5, 8 Things to Expect. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 8. How quarantine affected the show. As you might expect, since much of Rick and Morty was made during the 2020 pandemic year, which is still going on to be clear, the team couldn't go and do all the things they usually would do to both draft, write, and make the season. It was a challenge for the team to get together, and yet they were able to make it work in their own way. It's all about the removal of humanity, the forced compartmentalization. That's good creatively for writers who are less socialized for loudness and interruption. There are some fellas that might not be heard when the whole fratty energy is at full volume. I think in a lot of ways it's a huge improvement, and in a lot of ways it's rolling a boulder up a hill. It comes out to a net balance, said showrunner Dan Harmon. He went on, "We were certainly not already doing it the way we're doing it now. Definitely more than our friends in live action, we were able to make a transition. During this time, we were already anticipating a shutdown, and we were able to because it's digital," said Harmon. "I have survivor's guilt. I like working this way. I can do it in my underwear, and I always wanted to do it in my underwear. But the storyboard artists and the sound engineers have to put a little more time and effort. That keeps me from being jubilant about the whole thing. Everything always trickles down to labor, and it sucks. You don't want to go, this is great creatively. We're more on schedule than we've ever been. You have to have a remote bee colony so the honey is made more consistently." So that proves just how the quarantine has affected things, because they were getting more work done, but it came at a cost of certain creative freedoms and having to find ways to make things work in their new settings. Rick and Morty director Erica Hayes told Inverse that it can take 9 months to a year to go from an episode's ideation and writing to the finished product. That may vary or increase given on how complex animation on the series has gotten, but it's still a valuable benchmark nonetheless. So while no definitive release date has been given for Season 5, there's hope that it'll come out soon. Harmon also noted that Season 6 is being written and was almost done during a con in 2020, and that Season 7 was already being plotted out. But as for Season 5, what can we expect from that?
About a lot of things.
Temples for f***ing lame baby dipshits.
Number 7. The Cold Open. While there hasn't been a trailer for Season 5 of Rick and Morty yet, we did get something in the form of an animatic, or a non-animated series of stills to help convey a scene. It was released during July 2020's Adult Swim Con. Harmon described it as a cold open from a Season 5 episode. He can't remember which one. It opens on Morty carrying a mortally wounded Rick on what appears to be some kind of asteroid. Crystals floating by reflect alt-reality versions of Rick and Morty, including one where they're vampire fighting blades. Then Morty flies through a closing portal back towards Earth, narrowly escaping a massive, tentacled monster while totally wrecking Rick's ship in the process. Moments before they're about to die by crashing into Earth, Morty calls Jessica to confess his love. She suggests they hang out, which inspires Morty to make a successful crash landing in the ocean. That's where things get weird. Mr. Nimbus, Rick's one and eternal foe, appears out of a giant magical clamshell, like some kind of weird Aquaman. Even Rick refers to Mr. Nimbus as his nemesis. More than likely, that's an episode from the middle of the season. After all, you'd think Harmon would remember the season opener, and that doesn't appear to be it.
Hey, but what was his name again?
I am Mr. Nimbus.
He's gonna say that a lot.
Number 6. Space Beth. The Season 4 finale of Rick and Morty set up a lot of things and brought some things back that no one likely saw coming. The Gromflemite Galactic Federation, Tammy, Bird Person, and Dr. Wong all returned, but there was also the introduction of a second Beth commonly referred to as Space Beth. A Season 3 episode hinted that Rick may have cloned Beth. This Season 4 finale confirms that he did, but now we have no way to know which one is a clone. Rick even claims that he wiped his own mind of the truth so even he can't tell which is the real one. At least, that's what he claims. Space Beth was not a one-off character, Harmon confirmed during Adult Swim Fest 2020. That's a thing that could have been the case. The Galactic Federation has also been defeated yet again, though some Gromflemites will always live on to rebuild. Tammy is dead beyond a measure of a doubt, and Rick has reclaimed the Terminator-esque pieces of Phoenix Person to keep them in his garage. When the dust settles on Season 4, both versions of Beth decide to stick around, which is going to cause a lot of questions going forward, no doubt.
Damn it, we risked our lives for that?
Number 5. More time traveling. Dan Harmon and even Rick have said on multiple occasions that despite being a sci-fi show, the series wouldn't touch on time travel because it's apparently stupid. With that being said, the series has technically touched on the traveling of time a couple of times within Season 4 alone. Morty used a version of time travel in his Rewind adventure in the Vat of Acid episode, and the comedic duo explicitly, though begrudgingly, used time travel to save the world in Rattlestar Ricklactica. Given that the bell can't be unrung, Harmon might as well give in and try his hand at a proper time travel story. And one question that might be answered via time travel is that of Space Beth. Because if Rick can't remember, Beth might just find a way to go back to when the clone was made and determine who was kept on Earth and who was sent to space.
Jerry, I didn't see you there. How much of that did you hear?
All of it. You were looking right at me.
Number 4. Jessica getting more time. As we noted earlier, there will be a scene in Rick and Morty where Morty goes and professes his love for his love interest Jessica, and she invites him to hang out. Fans as a whole have been understandably frustrated with Dan Harmon and crew that Jessica has honestly been nothing more than a plot device. In all reality, she's just been used to just further things along with Morty on certain stories and hasn't been getting anything else story-wise to flesh her out. Hopefully Season 5 will fix that, as that would make fans very happy.
Look at all this stuff.
Yeah, this is me and my Grandpa Rick's sci-fi workshop.
Number 3. Evil Morty. If you wanted to talk about true loose threads in Rick and Morty, that would have to be Evil Morty. He is just what he sounds like, Morty, but evil. He's still out there and had kind of a non-canon cameo in Season 4. But maybe Season 5 is when he makes his true evil return. Some fans are even thinking that he'll go and team up with others who hate Rick in an attempt to finally get his way. Time will tell.
I don't see a divide between Ricks and Morty. You guys finished?
Number 2. The Rise of Jerry. With Rick slowly becoming the new Jerry of the family, it's about time for the actual Jerry to step into the limelight. For presumably ruining Beth's life and just being a spineless, incompetent coward through most of the story, Jerry has been the target of a lot of the family's ire, particularly Rick's. However, he's shown plenty of times to be loyal to the family and does his best to do what's best for everyone. Given that he's had a tumultuous 4 seasons already and kind of saved the day at the end of Season 4, it'd be nice to see Jerry finally getting some respect and maybe even a new job. Or, you know, they might just beat him down again.
You will come back as babies.
I am a baby. I'm a baby now.
Number 1. Rick being Rick. Is Rick a god of the universe or just a jerk? You decide. But in truth, no matter what happens in Rick and Morty, you can expect that at the end of the day, Rick is gonna do Rick things and do whatever is best for Rick. Remember, this is a man who turned himself into a pickle to get out of something. He has no true moral center. And Season 4's finale proved that once again, as his family hates him. Does he care? No. So, Season 5 will likely follow that pattern as well, as Rick does some good things and then just ticks everybody off by the end of it. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at Rick and Morty Season 5 and how things are likely to shape up, ship out, and what adventures, mysteries, tortures, and insanities are going to come about? What do you personally hope to see in Season 5? Do you feel that things are going to get even crazier than before? Is that even possible? Do you think the quarantine element of things will hurt the show, or will it be just fine? Let us know in the comments below, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.